tell you who he is, where he from, what he was locked up for, and how we met. All right. So everything is moving. You know what I mean? All right. So now we're gonna start off by bringing my man, you know what I mean? My brother, up here. Big up.
Whoa, whoa. What's good? What's good? What's good?
Make the crowd calm down. Make the crowd calm down. All right. Yes,
Yeah,
tell them people
yeah.
where you from. Yeah.
Man, official Bronx dude, man. Gun Hill Projects, you know what I mean? BS alumni event at Child's High School. You know, I just want to give my man all the props and the flowers in the world that he can get, man. Y'all got to excuse me. My face kind of hurt me tonight. So when I clench my jaw, don't worry about it. I saw it go. Now,
I saw it go.
99. Now, I caught my case with the Jamaicans out in Philadelphia. You know, got sentenced in 95. Sent me over, you know what I mean? I went to Farrington, been all over the world, got put in USP Allenwood. That's where I met my main man, Apple Scrapple. Hey?
All right.
So, I'm going to give you a little story, man, about you, man. You got to give him his props, man. I don't care what you say, how you want to say it. When it comes to them man that, I saw them man that. I them man that. Now, we in USP Allenwood. You on the compound, I'm on the compound. I'm in housing unit 4. We got the Texas Syndicate down there with us. So my man, he loved drinking wine. One of my mans, we're going to call him Meathead because he did some real meathead shit.
All right.
Now, the Texas man, them have their wine on the back of the chair. These are what you do in the Allenwood. Not to be, y'all just got to follow us. We speak kind of fast, so y'all just might be listening a little bit too slow.
That's
now,
it.
You got the back of the chair. So my man Meathead takes the wine. Now, everybody knows he takes the wine. So when you do things like that, you bring the cars to crash into each other. Because now my man don't want to give back the thing them. The Texas man never want back the thing them. So now here's where we at. So me now making a conscious decision, every time that everybody got to put up that money to make sure that get right. Unique, no knowing nothing about the situation. Nothing. This is a type of special, nothing. 25 books of stamps have to be paid unless everybody's going to war. So I say to myself, there's some dudes that when they see big man like Unique, they feel as though like if they're asking for a thing, he might gonna look down upon them. Only way Unique gonna look down at you is to help you up. See me? So he paid a debt for somebody that he did not know, Meathead. And from that point on, I seen the genuineness in this man. I got a whole bunch of pictures that Unique probably don't remember, but he gonna put them up there because I'm gonna send them to him. This man, when you give out flowers, give out flowers. These man deserve rose, flowers, big bouquet. I feel thing now. See me? So I love your podcast, brother. I love what you're doing up here. I love your YouTube channel, man. To cash app you, brother, is something small. Something small because you're giving everybody a piece of the world. You letting them know. I know something we want to do in life. I know something we doing like this ain't our life as black men to be running around just hustling and selling drugs all day. It's a million ways to get some money. You just got to think about the ways to get money. That's all. It don't have to be illegal. That's what the man trying to teach you. Something that he been through, something we've been through. We've been through the trenches. I remember sitting in the hole, beating on the door, beatboxing, and somebody else rhyming through the other door. Them thing they're playing chess through the door. You ever play chess through a segregation door with a man down the tier? That's hard to do. So I just wanted to give you props, brother, and you can ask me anything, and I saw where I go viral.
All right, all right. No, let me paint the picture so we can give them this story official. Now,
paint it, no.
I'm sitting on. You see the chair I'm sitting on right here, right? They'll take a net bag, put the wine in the net bag, and they'll put the chair, they'll tie the bag onto the back of the chair, and then put their coat behind the chair, like if them just come in from outside and them sit down in the chair and put their coat behind the chair, but they hiding 5 gallons of wine that they get ready to turn either white lightning or sell it like dirty water, as them call it, before them white lightning.
They can't leave it in the cell because the CO searches the cells. So what they do is, when it's time to come out to the day area, they bring it out like they're sitting on their chair, got their coat on the back of it, so the smell's going through the whole unit. So the police don't know where the smell coming from. They just know that it's in here somewhere. So that's a good call that the Texas guys, I've watched them, you know, you got to give them their props too. They invented that type shit right there. We just followed it. But they invented it. So, you know, get them the picture of how it look you.
So we have it now, right? So the wind up on the back of the chair, and a man go.
Because that's the way it goes. It get a fishy sometime in there, man. And you got to be innovative, man. You got to use your brain. Because that's what it's there for, to use your brain, man. Use your brain, man. Unique did a lot for us, man. He did a lot for us in them penitentiaries, man. You know, it's a few brothers, man, that I can actually, you know, like Mr. Fisher. No one calls too many names, but these are the big brothers that we looked up to in those prisons, man. You know what I mean? That was there, that guided us. Right, Mr. Fisher, Dr. Fisher, that guided us. You know what I mean? What's the other brother's name? I heard you mention him too. He was down there too with Mr. Fisher. That I think he just came home too.
Oh, Underwood?
What's the other big Underwood? Mr. Underwood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He used to sit on the bench. He used to sit on the bench in front of Housing Unit 1 all the time. I was in the Allenwood was built up where the yard was the rec yard. Once you come out your building, you don't go to no yard where you go through a gate. That's the yard, right outside the building. The whole thing is covered like that, and then they have a tunnel on rainy days and foggy days that go around the back of the jail. If it's too snowy outside or too foggy, they don't let you out. They let you go through the tunnel. You know, so those are the pictures, and that's the type of stuff that the youth them don't want to go through. You don't want to go through that, man. You don't want to see that every morning of your life. You see a big tunnel with 2,000 men. Imagine just all of the youth them who committing crimes and doing shit that they ain't supposed to be doing. Just imagine 3,000 men talking at one time. That's chaos. That's ugly. Do you know what you're hearing? Everybody got their own personality. So imagine 3,000 personalities talking to you at one time in your head. How could you comprehend some of that shit? That shit get crazy. And once you steal something from somebody else's car, and when it comes to them, to the Spanish people, no disrespect to them, because they riders. But the whole black community, I don't care where you're from, you got to get up. You got to suit up, you got to boot up, and you got to come outside. I got to hold hands and go back to back with this Chicago dude and help him help me survive from them. That's some shit. That's some real shit. So when this brother talk, I listen because I've been there. And Bob Marley said the best thing: he who feels it knows it, and he who knows it, he felt it. So
okay, so when they take the wine, what happened after that? After Meathead take the wine, I didn't name it. We gotta give him Meathead. So Meathead take
that's
the
the
wine.
name we have to give him.
Yeah.
Well,
so what happened?
You paid the debt. You paid the debt. Unbeknown to you, you paid the debt.
Tell them how that went about. Tell them how that went about. Tell them how that went about when they went to when they telling Meathead and them for go ask Unique for the money for pay for the wine, even though Unique don't even know Meathead. I don't deal with none of that.
we huddled up as a car, as a unit, in the unit. And, me and my man, then we pulled him in the room. They told him, listen, man, this is what you got to do. I'm going to go for it because you don't know you, but I'm going to go and I'm going to ask him because he's a man just like we are. He understands the struggles that we go through. Now, you took this 5 gallons, and each gallon is about, at that time, maybe 5 books of stamps, each gallon. So you done drunk 3.5 gallons of it, twisted. Now you get drunk, you want to fight. Texas dude say he want to fight for his shit. Even after we paid him, he still want a fair one. You have to oblige that man. If he tell you he want a fair one, and you don't go give him that, you got to go. So he takes the wine, repays the debt, and they need to get something off their chest. So at that present time, now the tension is so thick that you can cut it with one of them steak knives, man. I'm telling you, it gets ugly. It gets ugly. So they go in there knife to knife, and both of them end up, one get airlifted and the other one goes into the infirmary. You ever seen a man get hit with a knife about 12, 13 times? He's actually was 275 pounds when he got hit. You know how much he weighed when he came back on the compound 3 months later? 110 pounds. That bone crusher will shrink your skin. So this is what you don't want to go through dealing with this type of thing. So when you hear Unique talk about it, man, he's talking from the heart. He's talking from the truth. Because 10 toes down, man, we've been through that, man. A lot of dudes ain't gonna be able to hold that weight, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I don't know if people told y'all a story about 5K1s and you have to have paperwork, and if the paperwork ain't right.
Tell them what you mean by the paperwork
Okay,
ain't right.
paperwork.
Tell them what you mean
I'm
by
gonna get
that.
paperwork. Get the paperwork. It's called a pre-sentence investigation. It's called a PSI. It tells your history of what you did from a youth to a big man. What's in your paperwork? Page 12 through 14, I'll tell you if you help the government in any sort of way, shape, form, fashion. If those pages is missing, you need to be missing. If those pages is there and you know they're not right, because at certain times in the United States penitentiaries, they don't just let you on the compound when you come there. They put you in a hole and let your big homie, they find out where you from. They let your big homie come down there to you. He knocks on your door, maybe 3 o'clock, because they got 4 o'clock stand-up mandatory count throughout the whole BP. He knocks on your door at 3:30. He asks you, homeboy, what's your name? Bop, bop, bop. You tell him. He's going to ask you, the next question is going to be the most fatalist question you can have, or the most honest question you can have, or you got to stand tall. He's going to say, is your paperwork straight? At that moment, you either shit or get off the toilet. So now you say, yes, your paperwork straight. That means when you come out, you come to your cell, whoever your cell buddy is, you take your paperwork and put it on his bed. Put it on his bed so that he can read yours, because he's going to have to put his on your bed. Then you have to take that same paperwork and take it out to the yard so every New York dude in the jail can read that paperwork. If it has something in it you don't want the world to see, you need to exit yourself from that world, because it's going to get ugly. 4 o'clock count, they let you out. You take your bedroll, you take your bag, get your property, you go to your housing unit. That's where you enter the jungle. This is not glorifying. This is not trying to want somebody to go there. Who wants to go on some shit like that? Where every day you got to fear for your life. You got to go in the shower with boots on. Your man has to stand outside the shower while you taking one so that the security's there. You ever shower in some boots yet? You will if you go in there.
Talk to him.
You will if you go in there. You don't even get to feet good.
That's why
the
we
reality.
First of all, hit that damn like button, man. Hit that goddamn like button. Let's get this thing viral.
and subscribe to that man. Cash
You
app
know?
that man. That man ain't asking for nothing. He asked for $1 from each man. $1. But you go in the store and get a bag of chips and a quarter water. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's light. Jerry Lewis.
They might not know what a quarter water is, son. Tell them what a quarter water is. You know?
You know, back in the day, we used to take the quarter waters and drink them and then put them in the back of your bike. So when you're driving your bike, it sounds like a motorcycle. It's a little 25-cent juice in the store. Come in different flavors, like grape, cherry, strawberry. It's a little quarter water. You bite into it and you drink it down when you're real cold and thirsty outside on one of them hot days. That's called a quarter water, 25 cents. So when a man like that asks for $1, come on, man. Jerry Lewis gets up there on his channels and everybody donate to this man. He played a movie called The Jerk.
Nah, the jerk was the other boy. What the hell was his name? Steve Martin, I think.
Steve Martin? Was that Steve Martin?
Yeah, that was Steve Martin. Jerry Lewis was the old funny dude from back in the 60s and 70s. You know, with D. Martin.
Well,
D. Martin and Jerry Lewis.
They donate to his cause. You know, they donate to his cause. Here you have a black man that been through a struggle asking to donate to a cause. To a cause so he can get better equipment. So sound can come in better. So he can get better little props. So y'all can love his stories. Everybody's laid back and laugh at his stories. I sit back and kick in the bed and laugh at the stories all day long. And this is a man that I've ate with. I've fought back to back with. I went through the mobs with. We walked these level 6 penitentiary walls. So for him to come out after all these years and giving y'all the game like this and telling the youth them what not to do, he could have came out on some other shit. Right now, he wouldn't need none of this. That man could have been back to what Unique used to be. He could have timed that by 10 right now in this new world. This new world. Do you remember the phones we used to have? The big box phones joints with the long antenna, look like a big ass battery. Those things, man. Now look at the days and times have changed, and this man come through and give y'all a piece of the game like this. Piece of the game. Who beats a life plus 20-year bit? No parole. Your paperwork is stamped. It says deceased. Release date, deceased. What do you really?
He popped out, he gonna pop back in, but just so you understand, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm a leader. You know what I mean? Let's get that right. I'm a leader. So I'm leading this YouTube mission to try and help our brothers that's up here. We got 10 Toes Down. We got Hassan Campbell. We got Info Minds. You know what I mean? We got everybody. You know what I mean? Yo, hold on. He calling back in. Yo, just log back in, family. All right? I'm running till you come in. Now, we got all these brothers that's up here. We got Zeke Black. You understand what I'm saying? We doing what we do, man. You know? So we just letting you know that we giving you this pure content. You haven't been through what I've been through, and I don't want you to go through it. I can't say it no plainer than that, no simpler than that, no more official than that. So you can sit back in your bed, like my man Bigger just said, and enjoy a unique Mecca audio video and experience the bull crap that I went through. You know what I mean? All I'm trying to do is elevate you. You understand what I'm saying? PBS got their fundraiser. You know what I mean? CBS got their fundraiser. So don't say nothing when you see a black man, because we're on a smaller platform and we're doing what we got to do when we say donate a Cash App. Donate a Cash App is just showing your appreciation. Hit the like, showing your appreciation. Copping the book or Roaring Harlem is showing your appreciation. My man Bigger back on. Let's get my man talking, man. You know? I say anything wrong, big bro?
Nah, not at all, brother. Not at all, man. Not at all. And it's real dudes that feel your pain. And I know they throwing it at you with cash. They supposed to, man. They supposed to, man,
Mhm.
because you did a lot
Mhm.
for dudes in and off and on the street. You know what I mean? Off and on the street. You fed dudes on lockdowns, man, when dudes didn't have a
Mhm.
noodle. It's real. It's real. That war in Harlem, the t-shirt, that man could have came out here and did the opposite, turned a villain. It ain't nothing you can do with him. Nothing. Nothing. He cleaned plates. He made sure everybody eats. If you wasn't supposed to eat, you're not eating. But the man came out
Mhm.
here and did the right thing by the world. He did the right thing. He did the right thing. It's not every, he did the right thing. You got all these people that get up on these platforms and they ask for cash. The president of the United States asked for cash for his campaign. What is he doing wrong? That y'all donate to him? So what's the point of donating? What's so hard to donate $1 to a man that gets up every morning and think about the youth, them, the next generation, the generation after that, teaching your grandkids something, showing them something. He's a positive. This is a positive role model, giving y'all something special. If I heard him when I was, I probably would change a little something up too. You know, I just want y'all to see through the eyes of the ones that been there and done that. The ones that been there and done that. I still got scars, mental, physical scars, physical scars. I tell you a quick one. I took something from somebody one time at USP Allenwood, man, and just roughed him off. Just told him he wasn't gonna get nothing. You ain't getting nothing. And that's what I mean. You ain't getting nothing. Get it in blood. Get it how Mike Tyson got his title. Take it. And I'm going to breakfast. I'm going to work in the kitchen one morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. And these 6 Mexicans, you know, fishy dudes, you know, they there, attacked me at one time. The dude I took it from wasn't even there. It was just the way the cars move. I'm out here alone. I'm 300 pounds. They little guys, so they say, let's all put together and take the small axe and chop down this big tree.
So my man popped out again. He gonna pop back in. You know what I mean? We having trouble. The weather bad. We trying to get you this joint for the holidays. Happy holidays. This is what it is. Just so you understand. Now, I'm gonna shout out a few names that they pause, and I appreciate you. This the way I see Jerry Lewis do growing up, so I'm giving it to you just like that. All right. Big shout out to Fuquan Sharif. You know, Roosevelt Littleton. You know, Booyaka Booyaka. Yes, that's a name. We got Travis Bowers. We got Daquan Alfred, Anthony Hayes, Dantario, you know, James Thomas, Jordan Cooper, you know, Kingsley Ibish. You know, let's bring Bigger back up here. I'm gonna hit the rest of the names, man. You know, Bigger, I'm just shouting out the names that represented that know how the struggle go, because I want them to understand this, because you know we have to lead by example. So many people, like you told me earlier when we were talking privately, they worry about what, you know, the comments saying this and that. And you know, you got what they call trolls that run through the joint that just look for reasons to talk trash or something negative about whatever positive that we're doing as black men on this YouTube. You understand? So that's where
Right.
it's at, man. So go on and give them another story. Then I'm gonna give out a couple
But
more
listen,
names. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you run through the names real quick, but I just want to say this, man. Like, you can't please everybody, brother. Ain't no way you can do it. You can't please everybody. It's just certain people that just sit on YouTube and just look for something to do instead of getting off their ass, go do something positive, go to get a job, take their grandkids for a walk, go clean up the poop from the dog that shitted outside that you need to go pick that up. Go do something that's instead of just sitting there critiquing what this man said at the end of the day, at the end of every conversation, after all that you've seen, all of the videos he had, he said, I'm not glorifying anything. I'm not telling y'all to go do this. I'm not telling y'all to go do that. I'm telling y'all from my experience. I'm telling y'all what I don't want to see y'all go through. What part of that you ain't understanding? What part of that is so hard? Why is it so hard? To listen, if you could take all that time and type up all that, type up that Cash App, type up that dollar. I'm gonna give Unique $1 so that I can talk shit.
All right, so he popped out again. We got to wait for him to come back in. But that's what I'm saying, man. I just want y'all to understand, like I said, this is the holiday season. This is the time for giving. You've been watching all your favorite podcasts, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's time to show some love, you know? Just like you saw George Jefferson used to give the doorman, you know, a Christmas bonus. This is the holiday season, a time for giving. If y'all enjoyed what we have been giving you on YouTube, meaning me and my other brothers, you know what I mean, and sisters, you know, give them that love. Come on, man. It ain't that hard. This how we do. You know, right or wrong, family. I mean, come on, man.
That's a fact, man. Go ahead and shout the rest of the names out, man. Then I'll give them another shout out, let them know about this Cash App, man, because that shit be bothering me, man. It be bothering me, man, when we got to keep asking for that shit.
My man contacted me. I ain't seen him since like 2001 when they put me out of Allenwood and sent me out to Lombard. You know what I mean? And he contacted me and just sent me a nice Cash App and said, man, yo, I don't understand how they don't comprehend the struggle to know what we've been through and what is going on and that it's needed to get better quality equipment. And like he even said, you know, to help you adjust back into society if you appreciate, you know what I mean, and understand the struggle of what I've been through. That's it.
The little things.
You know?
The little things. And listen,
yo, but
I'm not, go ahead, family.
Go to a strip club. Listen, man, they go to a strip club, and I seen dudes in there go in there and get $10,000 in singles and throw it around all the females in there. And all up there, when they do their tours, when they do their interviews, when they do their drops, they mixtape, they shouting out their homies that's locked up, but not sending them $1. But giving the strippers this just to look at them. Go, man, you got, I'm even going to say a name that I watch. You got Pornhub, man. OnlyFans, go there. You understand? Instead of running to the club, throwing it out, go watch OnlyFans, donate something to them, and definitely donate something to your man. But like I said, we got Corey Norman, we got Gene, what is it? Shabaka the God, you know, Vincent, Wayne Steele, Normani, Kennedy, Ed Green, Quincy Riser, Richard Riser, you know what I mean? Melva Bassaby, David Coombs, you know what I mean? Tim Brown, Matthew Battle, you know, Grizzly. These are the people that donated to the cause today. So you understand. So, you know, I'm getting ready to get some fly equipment for the people, man. We got Bombs, you know, Jerome 2X. We got Jay, you know what I mean? We got people, you know, that show love. And that's what we do. When we feel good, you know, we reciprocate. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm up here giving you these stories about little Jimmy. Everybody waiting on part 3 to little Jimmy, my brother. You know what I mean? Little Jimmy was out with me in Lombard, you know, where the Bloods try to roll up on him, like 5 Bloods try to roll up on him early in the morning, like 6 in the morning when the doors pop and try to rob him. He had his books tied around his chest. You know what I mean? Straight stunting. Big shout out to my man K Slay, because straight stunting is 200 pages, thick enough to keep a knife out. You know what I'm saying? But he had his books, ace bandage around his chest, and then had his prison's uniform over it, and he was ready for war. He didn't mess with the New York call. Well, he dealt with everybody, but I mean, He didn't insert himself in the New York car, the Chinese car, the Italian car, no car. He was his own man. But that's why he wound up in the situation that he wound up in and was all alone. So this is what y'all want to go through. Keep doing what you're doing. Little Jimmy went to Oklahoma. Little Jimmy went to Oklahoma, bigger. And when he went to Oklahoma, you know, he ran into another Chinese dude, my man Chinese Brian from the Green Dragons. The Green Dragons. Big shout out to Chinese Brian, Tone. I mean, y'all, if y'all want that story, y'all need to hit a cash app, man. I'm giving them the game. And that's what I'm saying.
Fact.
At least hit the like button. At least hit the like button. It ain't that hard, man. The book of Rowan Harlem, cop the book. But my man Bigger popped out again. I just want y'all to know all those names that I called out, those are people that represented. You know, we're going to have another fundraiser because Christmas is coming up. And I definitely want to get this new camera, you know, and I want to upgrade, you know, my Rodecaster Pro 2 because I got to get a new Rodecaster mic and an arm and things like that. And anybody watching this, they got something slick to say about me letting you know what I need to give you better quality, you know, videos, you know what I mean? If you got an issue with that, go to another channel. I just see the subscribe and delete because you ain't needed because you don't represent the game. Where I come from, you know, the game is to be sold, not told. Don't think that YouTube done changed the world where you get the game for free. Ain't nothing free in America, not even this game. You know what I mean? I'm waiting on my man to pop back up. But I just wanted to let y'all know what it is. I got some programs. That I wrote down a list of joints that I'm getting ready to give y'all. You know what I mean? But I got to mix them up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to tell y'all what it's like on Chicken Day in the prison. On Chicken Day, you know? Hey, Bigger, you remember Chicken Day in the prison? How important fried chicken is.
Ain't nobody in them cell. Everybody in the kitchen. All the police.
You know,
all the while I eat chicken.
You know, everybody I eat chicken because the fried chicken bring out the white boy them, the Mexican boy them, the black boy them, and all of the boy them meet up in the kitchen to get them fried chicken on Thursday.
Man, I remember you used to make that curry chicken. You used to make a curry chicken on thing when from
scratch. Hey, I go check my man Big Reg over in Full Building where Bigger was at. You know what I mean? I go check Big Reg. I get the vegetables, the onions, the green peppers, the tomatoes. You know what I mean? I season up the chicken. I get the chicken raw from the kitchen. I pull the skin off that joint. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the skin all slimy and shit. You know, but I pull the skin off that joint. When I pull the skin off, you know, I throw my little Saison on it, my little curry sauce, my crushed hot peppers, and I get everything right. And I stew that joint down and make like a gravy around the chicken. And then I make the rice on the side. You know what I mean? Don't let me put the beans in the rice, man. I make the rice on the side. And after I stew down the vegetables with the chicken and all that, and I bring it all together, you know what I mean? When I'm done, I take the gravy, I put the gravy on the top with the chicken, and I take a razor blade. When I first season the joint, I take a razor blade and slice the chicken, you know, called dicing it, okay? So that the seasoning could go in between nooks and crannies of that joint. When you done eating that chicken that I done stewed down in that curry sauce with the hot sauce and the Saison sauce and a couple of those butt-naked soup seasoned like the hot, spicy vegetables. I'm talking about giving you crack. Merry Christmas. I know y'all getting to have your Christmas meal, so that's why I want y'all to know what time it is, man. You know? But like I said, it ain't hard, man. But they go Bigger, he back. I was just telling them how I prepared that curry chicken. Oh, yeah. And with my curry chicken, I like to get the fresh potatoes. I skin the potatoes, and then I slice the potatoes up and like little thumb-sized pieces, drop that in it and get that seasoned in with the curry, the hot sauce, the Saison, and the mix, vegetable pack from the hot and spicy joint. And when that joint get the bubbling in the microwave, because we ain't got no fire, because we doing it in the unit. When that joint get the bubbling and you put it together, man, you got a meal, man. You know what I mean? You got a meal. On Thanksgiving, they started giving us Cornish hens, and they ain't been nothing better than that Cornish hen, man. We look forward to 12 months just to get to the Cornish hen day. You know what I mean? Let me see if my man Bigger was there when they had the Cornish hens, because they brought them in the late 2000 after 15. Hey, did you ever have the Cornish hens, Bigger?
Yeah, the Rastafarian, remember the Rastafarian things?
Yeah,
but they used to start bringing the little baby Cornish hens on the compound.
Yes.
What? You get to all 5 of them from the kitchen, the man bring you back. Jeez.
Listen, you just let me the Rastafarian annual meal that they have every year. They let us order whatever we want to order.
Selassie birthday.
Selassie. All right. They let us order, those chicken. I gotta hit you with this.
What? Mecca audio.
All right, enjoy the show, man. They bring in the Rastafarian. They let us order anything we want for that day, and we used to order Cornish hens, and them joints were so good. After the joint, don't hate us. We used to sell the Cornish hens on the compound for like 2 books of stamps. That's $10 a Cornish hen. Dudes loved us. It was so good that they wound up starting to get it every year for Christmas. They would get the Cornish hens. And when they get the Cornish hens for Christmas and they bring that joint in, we cooked it up our own way. The kitchen, they did it all right. You get somebody working the kitchen, they put it in the deep fryer and they deep fry that Cornish hen. Man, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it, man. I'd have to show y'all what one of them look like. But, it is what it is, man. So, that's what this whole thing is about. We just explaining to y'all how this thing move and how we move forward as a unit to keep things going. The same way they move forward as a unit to keep PBS going, CBS, NBC, ABC. They all have fundraisers. So don't take it when a YouTuber is asking you to donate as he's begging, and because you looking for something. Y'all ain't never once, I've never seen in no newspaper that they said that Jerry Lewis was begging when he had his annual telethon, or ABC, CBS, or PBS. But you go on YouTube and our own people that watch our content, love our content, they watch it looking for the slightest thing to try and jug at. You know what I mean? Let's bring Bigger up, man. Am I right or wrong, Bigger?
Man, that's sad though. It's sad because it hurt, man. It hurt. Like, I don't think you should have to ask for that. Like.
Thank you.
It's too many real dudes, man. Like, if the president doing it, and you got Jerry Lewis and you got all these other podcasts, all these other people, I ain't seen nobody telling the stories like my man tell a story.
It's joint popped out again. The weather bad, but we trying to give it to you the best I can. So I'm going to keep it going until he come back. But like he said, man, I'm giving y'all these priceless stories, man. I had to go through hell to bring y'all these stories. Did you hear what I said? I had to go through hell to experience and bring y'all these stories so you don't have to experience it. I'm telling you, don't do it. And you know my motto. If you think you're tough enough to do it, you already know there's rules and regulations to this. You know what I mean? Just know to shut up. Shut the F up. STFU. Cop your shirt at arowanharlem.com, man, and represent, show you that we the real ones. We got the sweatshirts and hoodies. I'm getting them pressed up so that we can show you what they look like. It is what it is. You got a Roaring Harlem right there. We've been popping in and out too much. I done gave y'all, what's this? Damn, oh man, y'all got 40 minutes, But I just want to give you all that little story, and I wanted to be the founder to bring it to you how we move. You understand what I'm saying? On YouTube, on the purpose of looking out for each other on YouTube. My man just popped back in. You know what I mean? Hey, yo,
why?
Bigger.
I don't understand why my thing I lick out up.
Don't even worry about it. We're gonna do it fresh tomorrow. But I'm just gonna do this. So if they approve it tonight, I'm gonna drop it on YouTube in the morning. And you know, Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas to everybody.
We're gonna do a next one though,
and we're gonna do it official. You know,
absolutely.
But you know,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get on the laptop. But I want the world to know, man. I just want them to know, man. Like, do something for like. Come on, man. Like the man's giving y'all the game for what it is, man. He ain't asking for nothing. Something small. Cop the book.
You know, and that's what it is. So I ain't even have it up there, but let me see. I can put it up there real quick. You know what I mean? Bong. I think this is it. Let's see. All right. That's the Cash App, man. I ain't even have it up there all day, and I'm yelling about a Cash App. But I just want y'all to understand, because the holidays, man, they got all kinds of new equipment coming out for 2023. I want to get it for you. I want to keep y'all moving, motivated, entertained with the best quality, best audio, best everything, because you are the best. And I thank you for watching me. I thank you for subscribing to me. And I thank you for keeping up with me, because without you, there'll be no me. And without the bull crap that I went through, you know what I mean? Y'all wouldn't get these crazy ass stories. So somebody had to go into the dungeon and the belly of the beast to get these damn stories to bring them to you. Right or wrong, family?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right.
Big respect. Okay. Big respect. Big respect.
So we get ready to tune out.
Some chicken
been on here long enough.
Yo, we got to do this again, man. We got to do this again, man.
Look like.
We got to do this again.
No, we're going to do this in the mornings. When on my other streaming platform.
Yeah, cause this woman, I wanted to lick her. I want to get the people what they supposed to get when they come to Unique. Monster talk.
We're gonna do it in the morning, so you understand all things. Big up, you know what I mean? I'm a brethren that we're gonna tune out. All right, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the Cash App, and cop the book of Rowan Harlem. And definitely, most definitely, don't forget to cop the merch, the Shut the F Up shirt. All right, so we out.